Hi everyone, it's Kay here. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'm going to be sharing some books I picked up this morning from Facebook Marketplace, and the person who I got them from said that they were from her grandmother, and they were just clearing up things. So I'm not showing you all the books I got because I got a big box of books, but I'm showing you some of the ones I got because I thought they would be useful for junk journaling. This is Enid Blyton books. I have a lot of Enid Blyton books when I was younger. This reminds me so much of a book that I've got called The Queer Adventure, which I think is called The Magic Faraway Tree now because the title's been changed. And I just like the pictures in them. The pictures in here are cute, like the one I've got from my childhood. They're just really adorable, and actually, I reckon I've got that picture in my book as well. Isn't that interesting? Huh. I think I've got that one as well. I think only the one I've got is there's a character called Fenella, and her companion's in the back of an owl in the Land of the Giants. I think that's from. Yeah, just different stories, a few illustrations, not heaps, but still nice. You can cut them out and use them. And the text would be good as well. I just like these little pictures. Add to a journal as well, just as they are. Pages just as they are. So variety of uses for that one. So I don't know where I'm going to put them, on the floor, I think. I'm just showing you this one basically because of the cover. Isn't that gorgeous cover? I mean, sorry if it's glary, it's a bit shiny. I just think the cover is gorgeous. I don't normally do journals just for the covers because I don't really see very many of them, but I might for this one. You can see the woman on there is a young girl, I think. I'm not sure. It doesn't really say. Oh, it's in Roman numerals. I hate trying to work it out. It's 60. Oh no, 74. 1974. So this one doesn't have any pictures in it. The text is fine, but I just like the cover. I think this cover's gorgeous. Then there's this one. Of course, this is, as soon as I saw the girl on the front, I thought, oh, how awesome, because she's dressed in Welsh costume, which is where I come from, where I was born, and I've actually still got my Welsh hat, which is nowhere near as high as that, and I don't have the costume anymore, of course, because I grew out of it. But this is a story of Mary, who it's a religious story, so produced by the British Foreign Bible Society. Doesn't say what year. So she must have been somebody who was known. So there's a picture of Wales, which is part of Great Britain, and where I was born was around this area here, I think. Coal mining, that is, because there was coal mining. So it's just I mainly got it because I thought, oh, I'll have to look at it because it's a story about a Welsh girl. So I like this sort of kind of writing. So I think I might like to just read that just for my own interest, to see why Mary was chosen to write a story about. So I'll have to keep that to one side, put it over there. And just showing you just a variety of, I picked up a whole, I like this one because of the cover, but I also I like keeping it because of the front, the front, and it's just plain inside. This one, this is called The Lawsons, but this is 1943. The text is pretty good. It was a nice big book. Used lots of things to make lots of things with those, pockets and things like that. So 1943, I thought that's pretty good. It's in pretty good condition for 1943. Then there's this one here, but there's two. This one is called Blue Hills. This was called Beyond Blue Hills. So they've obviously, look how aged that is. That is just so aged, that one. And I don't think this has got a date on it either. But I just love how aged the paper is. Look at all that lovely paper. Look at all that lovely paper. No, first published in 1950, so maybe it's not as old as I thought then. But it just looks so old. And the other one is not quite as old looking. So maybe this one was kept outside somewhere. Anyway, they belong together. Then I've got a few these kind of books with but they're in, just thought the pictures are really good again. This was an older one because you can tell by the feel of the paper, the thickness of the paper as well. Again, the pictures are just black, sketches basically. Got a few colour prints, but yeah, again to add just to journals, but to mainly the writing is pages for the writing. I mean, they've got great size for making things with. But going by the clothes, let's just have a look. Going by the clothes, 1940s, 1950s maybe. So just a few pictures, just to add to things. I've put a whole heap up in the wardrobe already because I'll just hang on to them a bit longer and then get rid of them eventually. And there's another one. Oh, I should have shown that one. It's 1972. I just like the 1970 kind of pictures. And it's got different stories in there. Different facts and figures, but the pictures in here are just all those that monochromatic kind of look. Oh, look, some sandwiches you can make for your parties. Onion rings. Not even fried. Grab that, guys. So this is a whole heap of stories. I don't know whether I'll actually hang on to this one or not. I'll just take the bits out that I like. What's the story about? This is a story about the girl from Concord, the story of the real Jo March. Okay, Jo March is one of the characters in Little Women, so that might be interesting to read. I'll have to have a look. So I'll have to put that to one side as well. This is 1968 as well. So again with a monochromatic things, history hours. Okay, so this is about a tournament, and it says King Henry VIII could not join in the tournament because he had an abscess on his knee, but they're making a joke of it by having an abscess. God. Oh, that's got some pictures in it. They're nice. They're nice. They're cute. This is a bit different from the other one. Very different. A combination of black and white and colour and how to make things. Oh, look at that. Look at that 70s vibe. It must be early 70s. That almost looks like 60s kind of look. Dancing on the ice. That's cute. I like that picture. Ballerinas. Christmas pies. How to make your own mince up for mince pies. Some trees. Interesting. The time flake. I reckon if I read some of these stories, I'd be thinking back to my own childhood and some of the things that I watched on TV and whatever. They've got a little ladybug book. It's just got it's been covered over with plastic. I'm not gonna. It's got the aged sticky tape on it, which is a good thing. 1957 was the first publication, but it doesn't say what this publication was. But look at the pictures. Oh, they're lovely. They're lovely. Very sort of softened around the edges. Like filtered. It would be like the people do with their selfies these days, filter all their pictures to make them look all softer. That's gorgeous. Goodness me. That's that. There's lots of pets. Must be in Britain now. Because you can't have these things. You don't have these animals in Australia, so it must be a British book. Lovely. I like them. I like the little animals of that. Then I've got, then there's this Sacred Songs and Solos. I love that. But the cover is absolutely wrecked. But I love the, maybe I could keep the cover and just clean it up a little bit with a bit of TLC. And it's a whole book of, oh, the paper is just so, ooh, wow, so soft. And I don't know, it's just really, oh, it's lovely. But a whole book of music. Look at it all. And the pages are really nicely aged around the sides. That's just some of the pages at the back are looking a bit worse for wear, but still. Can you save that maybe? I don't know. Trouble is, if we take that off, it'll have marked the. Could use the back, I suppose. Use the covers. It's really. I just love love that. Excuse me, that I put it on the floor without dropping it because it's so delicate. This one is a Methodist hymn book, so this one again has got a whole heap of music and songs and from the Methodist Church, which is combined with the Presbyterian Church to become the United Church in Australia. From memory. This paper is really nice as well. It's thinner than the other one. It's nice and soft too. It's lovely. Don't know if I like the. I'm not a big fan of that colour. What else have I got? This is a. What is this? Oh, it's got so worn. I can't see what it says. It's a nice cover as well. Just the sort of cross in the middle. I don't know if you can see that cross. Oh, isn't that lovely? Oh, I love that. But it's all shiny. Oh, the Bible and pictures. Doesn't say date. So, not too sure what I'm going to do with this one because it looks like it's going to have a bit of water damage maybe because they're a bit wavy. And the whole lot's in pictures, yeah, the stories of the Bible. They're lovely pictures, but I might see if somebody wants it to do a. I know that some people like to do prayer journals and things like that, so that might work for that. Okay, it's interesting, and just a bit of an article about this person. It's obviously been stuck together there. I don't know. Would somebody want this? Do you reckon? Sort of. It has been sort of damaged, I think. So maybe somebody might not want it. It's fascinating, though. I do like the front and back. This bit here. Ooh. Carefully put that on the floor too. And this is another old book by the looks of things. Philosopher's Scrapbook by Monty Blandford, who, from the writings used in sessions broadcast over the last 18 years from 3DB, Melbourne and other radio stations. So he created all these things, or did he borrow them from other people? I'm not sure, but they're all poems. I'm not too sure why it's called a scrapbook. Is it because when you read it, it makes you stop and think? It's a collection of works. So this person, this Monty, whatever it was, read these read them out for 18 years. That's a long time. Nicely aged, beautiful pictures. Not pictures, beautiful text, and I like the blue. The top that makes it really different, and oh, that feels nice. Ooh, that feels nice. And this looks like it's similar, but in a red, but different year maybe. Looks like it says picture of the same person. And Monty Blandford. An anthology of prose and verse. Prose. Oh goodness, I've forgotten what prose is. It was a long time ago since I had to learn about prose. This colour is a different at the top. Is that a red? Faded red or like an orange? Don't know. A bit hard to determine what the colour is. That's very aged, that one. So that'll be something different to add to journals. Keep going. Sorry. And the stories of Australian colonial days. This was given, this person had it in 1972. So it's just, I like collecting things about Australia, old things about Australia, because it'd be good for my Australian journals that I've made one. I want to make more. Look at that. An Australian invented the stump jump plough. So I can't remember, I think it was created so it would just jump over the stumps and rocks and just keep ploughing. I think that's what it was called, the way it was. Oh, I know. Elizabeth Fry. Is that Elizabeth Fry? She was, oh, I better leave it because I'm not 100% sure. Well, she's a person who did some good works or something about something. I can't think of what she did now off the top of my head. Lovely pictures. That's nice. Must be Sydney. Is that Sydney? No, this is in Bermuda. That's lovely. Is that a rose cockatoo? Rose cockatoo. I wonder if they're still alive. That's lovely. There's all these old pictures in there, and modern pictures as well. It's really lovely. These things as well. Perfect for journals. This must be about Adelaide, because this is Colonel Light, who is the person who mapped out the city of Adelaide, which is where I live. Ooh, it's cute. So that's interesting, I thought. All the other ones I'm not showing you are all like children's storybooks. This is Animals of Australia. Lovely colour. Cover, I should say. That's gorgeous. And that, I love the colour on that side as well. That's quite nice. Does it have a date? No. No. It's got pictures of all the different animals and about them. That's called a phascogale. I've never ever seen one of these. I'm not even in the zoo. Okay. Wallaby. So they're not, like, some of the pictures are coloured in and others are not, but like those, they're not coloured in, but I think they'll be fine to add to journals, but then I would have to sort of choose between the picture and the writing. Be a bit tricky. Gorgeous. This is the Tasmanian wolf. We call it by the Tasmanian tiger because of the stripes. They were extinct. But people keep saying they've seen them in the bush somewhere, but because Tasmania's got lots of touched bushland. Well, it's forest areas and reserves, national parks I should call them. Sorry, and you know, you can't get in there unless you walk, basically. People have walked through there, but I think the tiger was supposedly a very secretive creature. Isn't that lovely? That's some beautiful pictures. There's a whole heap of animals here. It's really lovely. I'm really glad I got this box now, because I was trying to, you know how on your phone you're looking at the pictures on, well, I don't know if you look at Facebook Marketplace and you try to make them bigger, and I was trying to see what was in the box. But I could see there were some old books, so I figured I would go and pick them up. What's this? Okay, game maybe of some sort. Oh, that's a beautiful book, that one. Oh, I'm all over the place here. Then there's this another of those books from 1969. This one is. So again, it's got interesting pictures in there. Good for adding to journals. If you want to do a 60s, sort of like a 70s kind of theme book. I've never actually thought about doing that, so maybe I could. Very pink. So it's basically, so it's exactly like the other one. That's why I'm not talking, because Louis Pasteur, who is the man who said about pasteurization of milk. Okay. For me to look at. And last one, all about Australia and New Zealand. So this has been covered as well. But I wonder if there were textbooks. 2009. Oh, sorry, that's not right. First published 1970. 2099. And again, it's got all this history about Australia. But it's from all of these books are from European views, and I think we have progressed a long way since then. But it's got information that looks like which is the largest river, what is Fiordland, that's in New Zealand. It just so it always got, it's different facts about different things. Oh, okay. What is a kiwi? What is a eucalypt? What is a dingo? I like the big pictures. I like the little ones as well. Where is the obituary? That looks like Uluru, or some people might know it as Ezra, but the traditional landowners call it Uluru. Oh, so each page has got some information about different things. It's very interesting. Very interesting. I like that picture. Oh, I could have done that with my. I could have used this. I could have used this in my Anzac journal. Oh well, it's gone now. Gone to its owner. She's so excited about getting it, which is really lovely. And I did actually acknowledge the fact some of the people who gave me some things in my description box for my Anzac journal, and I need to do it here on air. I want to say thank you to Heather and Stell and Grace and Maureen for all of their things that they gave me to help me with my Anzac journal. It was just so generous and lovely of you all. And Maureen actually created some artwork and a digital for me, which was very, very kind of her. So I was just so grateful for that. Oh, there you go. Very interesting to have that. It's a nice picture of the back. So there's my books for my junk journals, and I'm not too sure where I'm going to put them because I've run out of room. I want to get rid of the double bed behind me, but my girls keep telling me I have to leave it there, so I don't know what I'm going to do. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me today, and I'll see you next video. Bye-bye.